Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Spy Family Season 3 episode number 5 reaction. Okay, the previous episode it was divided into two parts. We had the first part where we had Sylvia trying to train a newbie who was getting too much roped up into the like the media there, the way they kind of portrayed a certain person, and he was getting heated up about that, which kind of showed us the implications of how these type of things can affect public perception and make people like heated up about certain things, even though in reality that might not be truth at all. So like this guy was new to the force, so obviously he was pretty new to all of this. But Sylvia kind of showed how everything has like two sides to it. So unless and until we figure it out on our own, we should not just like get roped up into these type of propaganda nonsense and all that, and especially for them, because they are supposed to be an organization which is trying to stop wars. So if you start siding with one group instead of being neutral, defeats the whole damn purpose of their organization. And yeah, that was the first section. The second section, we had Anya just like meeting Mr. Henderson and helping him out, and Mr. Henderson thinking that like Anya's kind of crazy because even with so many Toyota's bolts, she's just chill about it. Later on, Lloyd gets almost not almost, he actually faints because he thought that Anya got another Tornito's bolt. Either way, two fun little sections. Now let's see what happens in this one. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference. Let's begin. Right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Hmm. Mommy's friend's team. What? Peanuts. What? Crunchy teas. Oh, she's talking about the one that Mr. Henderson gave her. It Bake me a cake. Yeah, when did he say that? Bond is like, nah. What? No, don't tell her to bake a cake. Oh god. You know what? That is actually true. That did happen. Hmm. Butter sandwich. Hmm. Yeah, they might actually. All right. Okay. Also, oh, this is more suspicious than that. I feel like just running away. Okay, you need to chill. Damn. This, yeah, maybe. um, liner code. Right. Yeah. Not weapons. Well, oh my god, what is this? What in the. Yeah, you're walking in high heels. Wait, is. What? Oh lord, this is crazy. Okay, am I. This is Damon's mother, right? Wow. I'm not 100% sure, but I think. Oh, really? Oh, that's good. Dear Nimble. What? Um, is there any which is. Wait, what? Oh, how did this. What? She's more than a helper. She can probably dominate this whole sport. Lady Patriot Society. Huh. Right. Eh? How rare? Yeah, I don't think so. Right. Don't destroy the ball. What is your name? She's gonna just annihilate it. Stop. Okay, don't. Okay, she controlled her strength. Or never mind. Okay, the ball is still intact. Oh yeah, true. Oh, crazy. Wait, what? How was that? Hmm. I will do my best to have fun. One finger. Ah, one finger tap. Oh, never mind. All right. Oh wow, that is so fun. Lost the match after all of that? Oh. No wonder. And whatever you're having. Very much because of her profession. Mm. I don't know. I do wonder if any one of these ladies are actually mothers of those two. Like Damien's friends. Fourth? Yeah. Anya's way better than that. Ah, here we go. Yeah, she remembered. I'm sure like Damien has told her about Anya. Melinda, what? Desmond, yeah. Yep. Right. What? Oh yeah, that is true. Lloyd and Anya knows about this mission. Like, Yor has no clue about this whole situation though. Why from that? Yeah. She's like, yeah, that kid needed a smack on his face. Finally, he got one. Oh, really? Okay. Wait, hey, yo. What just happened? Um, Silly child's mother. Well, she helped her out quite a bit. Well, she's the wife of. No! Okay. uh, all right. So you still didn't understand what that means. That's why now when Lloyd told her, hmm, right. Okay, here we go. Hmm. Why is she acting this weird? Even before she acted like this. What's going on? Blah. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. I see. It is kind of a coincidence, I think, because she was just. Yeah, she actually is not at least this time. I don't think so. I think this is a whole coincidence. Anya's getting dizzy. She cannot keep up with this thought process. Hmm. Well, your decision. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Bruh. Poor lad. Hmm. Then there'll be plan C. There'll be a new plan. Bruh. I'm just going to the track. Oh lord. Alright. Bruh. Oh no. Lloyd's gonna faint again. He thinks that Anya got another Tony does. Yeah, well. Oh yeah, true. Okay. Oh wow. You just made it even more complicated. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Right. He has he has no idea what he's talking about. Okay, you need to stop. Okay, that's a different type of bread. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh damn, he saw it coming. He's like, I'm used to this. Yep. Hey yo. Oh my god. Well, you didn't crash, but the yakisoba bread crashed. Dami pan. Yeah. Oh, because of the two. Is he crying? Oh god. Yeah. Minus 100. Okay. Well, Hmm. That it? Okay, there you go. That was today's episode. So, today we met Damien's mother, or Anya. Sorry, your met Damien's mother. Now, as soon as I saw her, I was like, yeah, that's Damien's mother. I don't remember where, if they showed this before or if I actually saw this in some post or something, but I knew that was Damien's mother as soon as I saw her because I know I saw her from somewhere. I don't remember. Maybe it was in season one or maybe in if I don't even remember if like, they did mention Damien's mother before, but I don't remember if the anime showed her before. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw her picture before. Maybe it was from some like like from social media post or something. But yeah, I was like, yep, that's Damien's mom. And right, and I was not expecting her to just be there, and you're just helping her out. Now, one thing I don't understand is her reaction to. There was two times when she reacted in a very weird way, and both were situations where her son was involved. So okay, I'm going to go to that part because I need to understand like what's going on. So here it is. So when she's like, oh, Forger, oh, you're Anya Forger's mother. This must be fate. Okay, and you can see as soon as she knows that, and she realizes that she's Anya's mother, like up until now she had a very friendly type of like way of interacting with Yor, but then she kind of, I don't know, changes a little bit. It seems like she became more like vigilant about something. So she's like, oh, I realized I haven't properly introduced myself. Pardon me, I am Melinda Desmond. Okay, so right, that part, and then there was this part where Yor was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Like you're Damien's mother. Like my daughter punched your son, and it wasn't her fault. It was just me like teaching her weird things." And this part, I need to understand this part because her like the way she reacted was extremely weird. So she's like, "You're, it's fine. It's totally fine. It's seriously fine. Um, my husband also seems to have just thought of it as a little tiff between kids. Don't worry." And you're like, "Oh, but," and then she's like, "I'm telling you, it's fine. It doesn't matter." Okay, this section, and then the last section where they were together in that car. Where is that part? And where the hell is that section? Oh, here it is. So here, when they were going back, Melinda says about Damien, "From what our butler told me, it seems he's enjoying his life at school quite a bit. Perhaps he's getting along well with your Anya, was it?" And you're like, "Yeah, Anya often talks about Damien in a rather pleasant manner." And her face is like, she's like, "Oh, I see, that's good." And her face is like quivering. And she's like, "I hope they continue being friends." I have no idea. I'm trying to understand what's going on here. Because obviously, this is something to do with either Damien or his father. Either of them. This has something to do with either of those two. I'm trying to figure out what is bothering her, the fact that she's talking about Damien or something else. I don't think it's Damien because, because she was the one who asks her like how Damien is doing at school. So, what I'm trying to think of here is that what type of a person she is. Like, at least how her relationship is with her son. That's what I'm trying to understand. Um, because we kind of know what type of relationship Damien has with his father, Like, he's always, you can see it from his reactions and everything, he's always trying to please him, he's always trying to live up to the expectations. He always talks about his brother, about how like good his brother is, and trying to not disappoint his father, you know so we haven't really seen his father's like impression on him. But what I could figure out from this is that maybe his father is very particular, very strict about a few things. um Maybe he's just, I don't know, what, I unless and until we see like his father's part of the whole thing, we cannot really make decisions here, because there's a probability that, like animes do this multiple times. You see that a certain character is acting in a very standoffish way with a certain person, be it their friend, be it their like children or whatever, but in the end it is revealed that they're just awkward as hell. you know it's not that they have any type of like problem with them, it's just that they're awkward and they don't know how to like kind of present themselves. And that's why it just comes off as being uninterested or something, while that is not the case at all. This has happened multiple times in multiple animes. That is why I'm trying to understand, but unless and until we get to see more of his dad, we cannot really properly understand. But for now, from what Damien has been showing and from what we've seen from Damien, it seems like his father is very particular about him, about a lot of things. And by the way we see Damien trying to always live up to his expectations and everything, yeah, it seems like he's quite strict about quite a few things. Again, I might be wrong though. I'm trying to understand how his mother is connection is with her son. So both the times when Damien was brought up, she acted in a very weird way. When it was among her friends, it seemed like she wanted to just completely shut down that conversation chain. She was like, "Oh, it's fine, completely." Even my husband says there was just a little, just a little squabble between kids. It's completely fine. But yours was like saying like, "Oh no, no," still trying to continue the conversation. She immediately shuts her down and she's like, "Stop. Like I said, it's completely fine. Don't have to worry about it." She just completely shut down that line of conversation completely. So from that, I'm assuming it is some sort of sore spot for her. But what I'm trying to understand is which part triggered her. Was it conversation about Damien or was it conversation about his father? You know, if it was Damien, and if she's uncomfortable with Damien or something, like she doesn't have a good relationship with her son, I don't think she would ask about Damien later on in the car when she tells your, like, she's the one who brings up the topic. She's like, "Oh, like your daughter Anya's like she's getting pretty well with Damien, right?" And then here you can see her reaction is a little bit different from what it was back there in front of everyone. This time it seems like she's just, I don't know. That's such a weird, like the face she made. I have no idea what it means. Like her mouth was quivering, her eyes were sunken. It seemed like she's afraid of something, or maybe she's like not comfortable. But the fact that she's not comfortable about this topic, but at the same time she's the one who brought up the conversation, it's making me think that is that maybe she doesn't have a good relationship with Damien, but she wants to understand him more, or you know, it's something like that maybe. But I think we need to get to see more episodes with Melinda and this, otherwise we won't be able to understand what is going on here, because those two reactions were extremely weird. Like, so yeah. Now this is what I think. This is what I think. I might be completely wrong. Her relationship with her husband is not that good. I think, at least. However, her relationship with her son is also not that good, but she wants it to be good. She wants to be, I guess, a good parent, but she's just not able to properly do it. and that's why it's like a little bit of an awkward type of a like relationship where both of them don't know exactly what the other person wants, but she wants to understand. This is what I think. I might be completely wrong, but this is just what I think, at least. And I feel like I feel like they're going in the direction where later on, I'm sure like Melinda will meet Yor later on in the future as well, because now that she's become part of that whole little society, I feel like she might actually learn more about how a mother and a child should be from from her experiences with Anya, because like even though they're not blood related, Anya and Yor, they are actually like very close. Anya and Yor as an actual mother and daughter, and I think that is what Melinda lacks in her family. Her bond with her son, and that's why she seems so awkward talking about him. But she wants to learn. That's why maybe yours connection with Anya and her experiences with Anya, because if they meet later, they'll probably talk about this topic later on as well. Maybe she'll realize how to become a better parent from your, and change accordingly. I don't know. Again, this is just what I think. I might be wrong though, but yeah. Either way, let's wait and see. Okay, now that was like one part of the episode that I want to talk about. Now, the other things that we saw in today's episode is obviously you're wanting to become a person who is better at kind of, like blending in. We've seen this. She's always like kind of freaked out about what other people will think. She cannot even ask them freely because she thinks that if she asks them something weird, they'll be like, "Oh, you're a spy," or "You're someone," like something like that. And she's like kind of terrified about all of these things, so she just always tiptoes around certain topics, trying not to give up and show other people that, oh yeah, I have no clue about this, because she thinks that they'll automatically suspect her to be like some kind of a spy or something, uh, and her original, her profession is going to come into light. So that is why she, you know having these group of friends is going to help her out quite a bit, because like she needs friends. Everyone needs friends, like, because they help you to understand yourself. I feel like this is one thing that is one of the biggest thing. Obviously, like, having friends is good. You hang out with them, you have a good time. But one of the biggest things that friends do, like actual genuine friends, I'm not talking about like fake friends who are just there for whatever the hell reason, and they don't really consider you as friend, and they're just putting up a front. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about true friends. Like, one of the things that they do is they make you understand more about you, because it's difficult sometimes to understand yourself, because you are just doing things. You're not looking at yourself from a third person view. You're just doing your own thing. So sometimes you might do some wrong things, go in some wrong direction, might not understand something. But when you have friends, they help you understand yourself more, because they look at you from a third person perspective. If they're your true friends, if they're your genuine friends, if you do something weird, or if you go in a weird direction or don't understand something, they will help you understand, because they're looking at you from a third person perspective. Similarly, you also do that to them, when they might be lost about something, because the most difficult person to understand, I think, is yourself, because you do not look at yourself from a third person. you know you're just yourself. Like, you can look at someone and judge them, but you cannot judge yourself, because most of the time you're not looking at yourself. So I don't know, that's just what I think. And I think like that's one of the biggest things that friends do, is like genuine friends, that they help you out to understand yourself more. And your will be having, now that she has someone who, and a group of people who I think they are genuine people, all these ladies. I still am not sure about Melinda, but I think Melinda's fine. Melinda's Melinda's a okay person. I might be wrong though. Who knows? But like from today's episode, it seems like she's genuinely happy with Yor, even after knowing her, like who she is, and she's Anya's mother. It seems like she's genuinely happy with her, talking to her and everything. And she looked pretty friendly. I don't know if this is a front, but from today's episode, at least, it seems like she's genuine. So yeah, let's just wait and see. Like like hopefully, like hanging out with them is able to make Yor understand more about herself and how to become a proper family, and how to, as she calls it, blend in, but be normal. Right. Now, another thing I want to talk about is Lloyd thinking this is a whole ass trap. Now, I don't think that is it, because firstly he thinks that, wait a minute, is you're the one who made contact with her? But then Anya realized that, and Anya was like, oh, like I was the one who told mom to go to the department store to buy snacks for me, and that made Lloyd think like, okay, so that was just a coincidence. Then he's thinking about, was it Melinda who made contact with us? I don't think so. That was a whole coincidence, in my opinion. Because thing is, Yor was not like, nobody knew Yor was going to go to that department store. Yor is the one who decided to go there. She could have gone in anywhere else. She's the one who decided to come to the department store. So that is a whole coincidence, number one. Number two, Melinda had no clue about who she is. And even if she was faking it, I don't think she was faking it though. Even if she was faking it, it's just weird that it kind of went in that direction. Because, like, Melinda didn't really direct contact with Yor. Yor was the one who decided to help her out. So if Melinda's mission was to make contact with Yor, she would have done it in some other way other than that weird way she did. You know. So that's another thing. And I'm pretty sure she had no clue that Yor was Anya's mother. Like, and like I said, if she was the one who tried to make contact with Yor like this, which is kind of impossible, because like I said, Yor could have gone anywhere else. Why this particular department store? I think she would have done it in a different way, because the way it happened was like she was just going up the stairs with so many like things. Yor coincidentally decided to walk down that when they were having trouble with it. She's the one who decided to help them out by grabbing those things. All of these things that happened one after the other were all coincidences. There's no particular way you could orchestrate that or plan that far ahead, that, oh, this is going to happen, like Yor is going to come here and I will be going up the stairs with so many things and I will fall and then Yor will help me. No, that is not possible. In no way did she plan this. I don't think so at all. So I think that is this whole like meeting is a whole coincidence. It just happened. Right. So yeah, that is just what I think. Either way, that part was crazy, where you can see like where Melinda trips and Yor like grabs her and then uses her one hand and the other leg to just grab the stuff. Right. And then she's like, "Oh, come with us. We come with to our society." And then Yor just goes crazy in volleyball. Melinda's like, "Bruh, chill, just have fun." you know, yeah. Right. Yeah. And they still had fun. Obviously, Yor did some craziness. He just destroyed the net, did a lot of crazy stuff, so much that the other team just ran away in tears. Oh god. Right. And then obviously she opened up to her later on about Anya, and then that whole conversation happened. I already talked about it. Like I said, she acted a little bit weird there, but I don't think this was all orchestrated by Melinda, in no way. But Lloyd is thinking all of these things. Lloyd is like, and Lloyd is also kind of trying to remember more about Melinda. He's like, she doesn't have that much value as a target, you know, because the main person who has value here is obviously her husband. But she's still there, like, and yeah, and that's why Lloyd was trying to think if this was a whole setup or something. But then he's like, like when Yor was like, oh, should I go and keep visiting them? Lloyd was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. And in Lloyd's head, he's like, yeah, if something happens, And obviously your is going to bring stories, maybe like a little bit of gossip here and there from the society. Maybe we can gather some information from there or something. And also the fact that you're, as you can see, you're actually wants to have some friends and everything. So yeah. And now Lloyd is thinking about a plan C, which is if Anya's plan with Desmond doesn't work, um, yours whole connection with Melinda might help out. And Lloyd is thinking that this might be even a bigger shortcut because technically she's getting acquainted with the wife, you know, and it is kind of a bigger shortcut because I don't know, I just, yeah, like because she's making direct contact with that person, while if we have to make direct contact with Damien's father, we have to go through Damien. So Anya and Damien's friendship, and then like Damien's father, but here directly to Melinda and into the the internal. So it is a shortcut, it is true, as Lloyd says. But now Anya's like, oh my god, this is a, this is a whole battle. If like if I'm not able to provide the results, I'll be thrown out. uh oh my god. Right. Oh, another thing happened here is that she went to the, what was her name, the shopkeeper. She goes to the shopkeeper and tells him that, oh, like, can I keep going and talking with this lady? And he's like, yeah, fine. Like, even though she's a conservative, uh, if anything were to happen, then of course I I can't really recommend it either, but it's your choice. um and then he asks, like, what about Lloyd? Like, make sure he doesn't suspect. And like, you're just like, oh no, it's fine. Like, here we go. I believe Lloyd has met with Desmond before and said he was a good person. And he said that he was slightly interested in the National Unity Party. This made the shopkeeper stop cutting his leaves, and he's like, oh, really? So yeah, this might come into play later. Right. Either way, yeah. So that's what happened. Later on, we had Anya trying to make friends with Damia, and Becky's master plan was to just smack into him, like knock him out with a bread in her mouth. And they weren't able to get proper bread, so they brought a yakisoba pan. Okay, was that a yakisoba pan? It seemed like a burger to me. It is a burger. It's just inside there's yakisoba. Yakisoba breads are more long, right? This is a burger bun, and inside there's yakisoba. Technically, it is a yakisoba bread then, because I don't know, whatever. These fancy ass people, they probably have some fancy ass yakisoba as well. Yakisoba bread. Um, or maybe this is just a different variety of it. Either way, I love how Damien dodged it, and he's like, I knew this was coming. And then Anya just throws the bread at him. Oh my god. Right. Yeah. Either way, that was this episode. That was a really good episode, Like, we made contact with Melinda. And yeah, there's still a few things that we don't understand about Melinda and her reactions about a few different things. But like I said, I think we need a few more episodes to properly understand the relationship dynamic between Melinda, her son, her husband. I'm sure we'll get more episodes with Yor and Melinda. So let's wait for those episodes and see how this proceeds. Anyways, that is it, guys. That was my reaction to Spy Family Season 3, episode number 5. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.